6. Good morning. Morning. Let me check if the rain has stopped. Doesn't sound like it. It's still flooding. What are we gonna do? Humans can live about 2 to 3 weeks without food. Water isn't a concern. Rainfall should end in a day or two, right? Actually, precipitation can occur more than 215 days a year here. Where are you guys? Seattle? Sounds like home. Not the flooding part so much, because we have really good drain systems over there, but like raining 215 days a year? There in the Pacific Northwest somewhere. But do you really think, thank you for the subscription, hun? But you should just be donating. Here, I'm trying to get more of this. More of that. Ah, you gifted Bella a sub. Thank you. Thank you. You really think it will rain that long? Jemik says yes. Anatoly. Alright. It's been days. What makes you think it will stop soon? Ugh. Relax, everyone. Let's see how long we can ride this out. Fingers crossed it's done by tomorrow. Panic is slowly creeping in. Everyone's looking scared. But you need to survive. Karen and Gregor begin to discuss next options. Do you want to speak with Mariah in the kitchen? Or Anatoly in the living room? Why not Mariah? Think instead about everything you've done wrong and how you've doomed everyone. That one? Alright. Could you have rationed the supplies better? Crunch the numbers one more time. You could have reduced the amount of vegetables used in the stew. But it was their first day. You had to impress them. Is there anything you could have done differently? Probably not. Mariah, Anatoly, Gregor, Karen. You wonder if they're upset with you. Gregor calls the group over for a meeting. I don't think any of us can take this much longer. Gregor's voice starts to crack. I don't want to ask this, but it's time. One of us needs to go outside and search for food. Everyone is silent. Okay, move the board. Kid's trying to sit next to me. There. I mean, blocking part of my light, but you almost stuck your hair in my coffee, kid. No, 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 no. Everyone is silent. No! Not Mariah! I used to swim all the time near my house, so I probably have the best chance of swimming through the floodwaters. No! Let me go instead. Right? Won't get very far if anything happens to your glasses, Anatoly. You're blind as a mole rat, remember? That's true, but... Little guy, let me go. Gregor, Sounds good to me. No, Karen! Karen should go. Everybody, throw her out. No, that wouldn't be right, Gregor. Let me go instead. I get that none of these options are good ones, but we need to find food or help. Gregor grabs a branch from the woodpile. He cuts it into different measurements. Since we can't come to a consensus, let's draw for it. We'll each pick one from my hand, and the shortest will go outside to search for food. You're not worried about drawing. You saw Gregor cut the branch lengths, so you can tell which is the biggest out of the bunch. You pick it. You watch the others intently. Will it be Gregor? Anatoly? Karen? Will it be Mariah? Looks like I've got the shortest.
I'm
No!
going to grab it before someone
No! Mariah. Mariah. It's okay. Look at this cuteness. I've watched Anatoly forage earlier, so I'll know what to look out for. Just swim until you find higher ground, then scout the area. Maybe you'll find a fish out there. Everyone looks heartbroken. Karen, Anatoly, Gregor, I'll keep us alive. I promise. She promised. Everyone watches as Mariah leaves the cabin. The silence is deafening. Goodbye. No! Mariah! The door shuts behind her. You faintly hear her yell about how cold the water is. And then silence. Karen, sure we'll see her again. The rest of the group nods. Everyone stays up waiting and waiting. The sun has completely set. One by one, each person quietly shuffles off to bed. You get ready for bed and easily pass out. Achievement unlocked. Dead to me? She is not! She's my favorite! You have a strange dream. The two women in front of you could be twins. One of them you recognize, the other is a guest. You ask the guest to sit on a shovel. I do what now?
You do what now?
And then you try pushing it into the oven. Her legs are so strong you can't get her into the oven. You curse at her repeatedly. Like this, you hiss. You stretch out your legs until your toes are almost sticking in the coals. You feel 4 hands on your shoulders, and both of them push you in. The familiar smell of smoke and burning hair causes you to throw up on the embers. You can't let it end like this. You rip the metal doors off the oven, tearing through the wood logs of the cabin. Screaming, you chase through the woods. Your burns chill with the wind. The guest looks behind her and her eyes widen when she sees you. She's terrified. Your fury rips trees out by the roots, soil from the ground, rocks from their pits. You've never been this angry in your entire life. Their stamina can't last forever. You're gaining on them. As you trample through a field of wheat, the guest throws a piece of cloth behind her. You catch the glint of it in the sun, golden. As if by magic, the earth splits in front of you, creating a chasm of fire below. You fall into the pit, screaming as your eyes begin to sizzle from the heat. Hellfire fills your lungs. You're unable to scream anymore. You wake in a cold sweat. Day 7. Morning. You think she made it to higher ground? I believe in Mariah. Me too. She'll be fine. Right, little guy? So what do we do now? Just wait? Karen. How long? It's been almost a day since she left. Anatoly and Gregor look nervous. Someone needs to go look for her. You need to wait, Karen. Wait for what? Nearest town is miles and miles away. Waiting is all we can do for now. So it could be days before she gets back? What are we supposed to eat? Mice? Karen. Sure, Anatoly will agree, but we'll discuss next options when we get to it. Every waking thought is about food now. I never should have eaten that much. I'm... Karen's hands are involuntarily shaking. Gregor and Anatoly just nod in agreement. They don't even need her to elaborate. They're sure Mariah will make it back. She promised. Everyone retreats to their areas. What do you want to do today? Anatoly or Gregor? Nope, I don't like Karen. Leah! Gregor seems to be coping through knitting. Thanks for keeping everyone's spirits high. Am I? They don't seem like they're all that happy. I know it's what Mariah would have wanted. Don't you think? She's cute, isn't she? She's a cutie pie. Have you heard the noises? Sometimes I think I hear Mariah outside, saying something I can't make out. She comes out and gasps, like she's trying to clear water from her throat. Other times, I can hear her crying, and I never heard Mariah cry. You heard Mariah at night? Have we? Tell them yes. But it's not only me. Sounds good. Enjoy your grocery shopping, and you also have fun, sweetie. See you later. Have a good day. Let's keep this as a secret between us, okay? I wouldn't want to frighten the others. It told me to! Thanks. Gregor will remember that. Apparently this one's going to be the BFF. I was trying to make Mariah my BFF. But I like this one second best. Watch, he's the one who's going to leave next. I'm going to be so frustrated. You leave him to ponder Mariah's fate. I can't stop thinking about that vegetable stew. I'd be fine with the bread and jam. I'd be fine with just the strawberries. Nobody else laughs. I would kill for some vegetables right about now. You would too. I'm going to try to get some sleep. Good night. Night. Fall asleep quickly, but you only dream about desecrating a corpse. And I thought I've had some weird dreams. This guy, girl, person, takes the cake. You wake in a cold sweat. In a completely different room? Did I just kill someone in my sleep? Dang it. I mean, good. Good. Karen survived. Good morning. Karen's looking worse. Will you cook for the group today? I have no other. Where did I get that? Take out a cutlet of meat and begin to cook it in the oven. Cooked meat. Where did you get that? You ignore Karen's question. What's that smell? Gregor finally gets off the couch. Who did I cook? I mean, what? What did I cook? Where did you... The three are looking at you, salivating. You take the charred meat out of the oven, cutting into small cutlets. They immediately grab some off the plate, chewing ferociously. You take a piece and immediately devour it. Do you have any more of this? Explain how the meat is stored securely, hidden, so you can ration better this time. I understand. Thank you. Anatoly runs to the bathroom, puking in the toilet. You can hear him sobbing for a few minutes. His taste is... Hello? I will absolutely leave a Steam review when I'm done. How are you today? Keep going after the credits? Will do. I'm playing all day, and I'm streaming for 8 hours at the minimum. So we'll be checking everything out if possible. Gregor wanders off. Anatoly returns, looking choked up. I was too weak. Left you some of the meat. Don't fight this, Anatoly. Oh. Oh. Anatoly takes a cutlet from the plate, turning his back to the group as he devours it. You can hear him crying. Finally, my focus is coming back. Okay, I'll check it out if I get stuck. When I get stuck. I will check it out when I get stuck. Have a great one. Thanks for showing up. Thanks for chatting. We'll talk to you later. I'm going to read some of those books. Keep them occupied, okay? Karen leaves you with the men. Who do you want to talk to? Anatoly? You sure? Huh? What? Oh, okay. You knock on the door first. Anatoly? You slowly open the door. Thanks for checking in on me. You ask if he still feels sick. Not anymore. I think it was a mental thing. Please don't tell me where the meat came from. The less known, the better. Thank you. You're sure Anatoly will remember that? My relationship is stronger. You leave Anatoly and go tidy up some parts of the kitchen. Hours passed. The meal gave everyone the perseverance to keep going. Eating will just make them hungrier. They're fine now, but soon they'll be begging for more. We've waited long enough. What's for dinner? You calmly explain that you want to ration the meat better this time and there will be no dinner. Fine. I understand. I guess I'd rather eat tomorrow than more today. No arguments. Perfect. Everyone decides to call it an early night. You fall asleep instantly tonight. What do I dream about tonight? You have a strange dream? Really? That is so surprising. You're having dinner with the blacksmith. But he's not touching his food. The only light in the room comes from the oven. He clears his throat, stroking his beard. I can forge anything, he says. Your eye has been giving you issues lately, so you reply, forge me a new eye then. You laugh, but then the ropes come out. He ties you to your chair with a long rope to prevent you from struggling. You rip the rope apart without even trying, so the blacksmith uses the thicker rope. No turning back now. He takes the hot poker out of the coals. Holding it in front of his face, you can see his beard and eyes watching you. Wait, his beard is watching me too? How does that work? He slowly brings back the poker, aiming carefully for your eye, before plunging it through your skull with a sickening crunch. The force of the blow throws you backwards a few feet. You're unable to break the ropes. You vomit all over your chest as the smell of your decimated eye floods your nostrils. The blacksmith stands over you, spitting on your body. You wake in a cold sweat. Hi. Talk. Tick. Tock. Tick. Wake up to see Gregor looking out the window. He turns to you, not smiling. Take a look at the window. Do you notice anything? Flood waters. Excuse me? Floodwaters have receded a little bit, but everyone is still bound to the cabin. The trail used to be completely visible. It's gone now. Good morning, big guy. Achievement unlocked, indoors person. Will Mariah make it back? Might sound a little crazy, but every night around 2 a.m. I can hear her outside. She makes this awful gurgling noise like she's trying to get water out of her lungs. Have you heard her, Gregor? Sometimes when the rain gets faint, I think I can hear her whispering. Haven't heard anything like that. When she's whispering, it's like she's trying to tell you something, right? Yes! Sometimes hear her crying through the radio, but that's just a broadcast. Right? I think we should have another piece of meat for breakfast. One step closer to Mariah. It's what she would have wanted. What's got into you, Anatoly? Anatoly's eyes look at you, begging. Bring us another slab, please. He clearly doesn't have the stomach for it. I can't get the taste out of my mouth. Please help me. What did I come back to? Completely normal conversation. What are you talking about, Bells? Cute girl child. See? Cute girl child right there. Even cuter when she gets all shy and hides. Look at that cuteness. My goodness. She went out into the flood to look for more food. Anatoly? Gregor looks pained at Anatoly's words. I think he's right. Please bring us more of that meat. Grab some of the meat from your secret hiding place. Cut it into squares, adding it to the boiling cauldron water. It will taste bland without any seasoning, but you need to serve it up right away. What's taking so long? Boil it faster. It's almost done. Patience. It's finally finished. Serve the meat in bowls. Gregor drinks the broth first before swallowing the chunks whole. Like a duck does when eating bread. Anatoly creates ripples in the broth using the spoon. I see it. You are cute. He isn't eating. Sorry about earlier, everyone. I don't know what overtook me. Raya. Anatoly begins to weep. You look over at Karen. You didn't notice her even start to eat. There's just an empty bowl now. Karen is staring right at you. How much more meat is left? Explain how most of it has gone bad. This is the last of it. How could you be so careless again? You remember Karen's knife. You need to think fast. What the heck are we supposed to do now? Wait around again? This storm isn't ending. Clear your throat. Anatoly? Yes. I think tomorrow you should look for Mariah. Or forage for plants outside. I think you should go tomorrow, little guy. Nobody else can identify edible plants like you. Please, Anatoly. You can swim back after a few hours. Gregor is right, Anatoly. Maybe you'll find Mariah out there. I think Mariah's fine by herself. She still hasn't accepted what happened yet. She doesn't need anyone's help. But we need your help, Anatoly. That's right, Anatoly. Please help us. Let me sleep on it, okay? No problem, little guy. Everyone shuffles off to their rooms, reading books and knitting to pass the time. You go to bed ravenous. Something is approaching.
Onion!
Hey!
I was doing good. We fell off.
Don't be a crybaby, it's just me, Onion. I'm going to be very sweet today. Worried about Anatoly. He's going to cave to peer pressure. Can you stop him from leaving the cabin? You don't answer, Onion. Please, don't you trust me? You shake your head. Got a fun factoid for you. Did you know that leaving out an unpeeled onion in your room absorbs bacteria? It will help prevent colds and ward off viruses. That was a lie. The fun factoid of that myth? People actually believed it in the 1500s. How embarrassing. Who would believe that? Ha 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 ha. There's even a doctor in 1919 who caused a surge of people believing in it. I think they're cute. Ha 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 ha. Anyways, you know what smells like a raw onion left in a room? You. It's been a while since your last bath, right? Can't remember. Could smell you before you even came into the room. Achievement unlocked, don't be a crybaby.
Onion!
Yikes! So, can you stop Anatoly from leaving? I know he has cabin fever, but this is ridiculous. It will be impossible to stop a grown man from leaving.
Onion!
Please. You don't need another one stalking the hallways. Tapping on the windows. Crying through the radio. And the sudden urge to scream. Why do you think I've been using the mouse holes to get around?
Onion!
Scared to death that I'll run into her. Don't make me tattle to Cabbage about you. She can be as mean as Potato if you get on her bad side.
Onion! Onion!
Just kidding, she's great. Anyways, when the time comes, just tell Anatoly you care about him and don't want him to leave. Even if it's for me, okay? You can trust me. Now, if you excuse me, I need to work on some new ice skates. I made a butter slices, so I'll get to skate around the frying pan tomorrow.
Onion!
Later! Sure. Mind finally manages to forget everything that has happened. Fall asleep again. Still ravenous. Day 10. You have a strange dream. You don't say. Really? This guy and a strange dream? A fox is collecting payment in your living room. Okay, this is strange even for this guy. You despise him. So you put 2 dogs at the bottom of a sack, then add 6 chickens on top. The fox smiles at you and leaves. At some point in his journey, the fox will eventually open the sack, and the dogs tear the fox in half.
Chickens do.
Filled with such loathing for the fox, you gave him the only things you had for food. All of those chimkins. As the snow piles up aside, you begin to eat whatever you can find. Pillowcases, candles, leather. One day you wake up and you have nothing left to eat. Absolutely nothing. Just an insatiable hunger. A few days later, you go mad and leave the cabin, completely ravenous. A nearby tree looks like charred meat. Your iron teeth cut through the tree bark, tearing your gums apart by the splinters. Your mouth fills quickly with blood. Days later, a deer gallops by, the first creature in the woods to see your corpse. You wake in a cold sweat. Chimkins! Thing smells terrible in the living room. Someone puked in a corner. Wipe it up with a rag to save them the embarrassment. Good morning. Good morning, little guy. Well, Anatoly, what's your decision? Achievement unlocked? Bad ideas. Barely slept last night. Her whispers came through one of the holes in the floor. She kept telling me to come outside. We don't want to rush you. One of us puked last night. So that's what that smell was. No problem, hun. Anatoly, my patience is wearing thin. You have 1 hour to make a decision. What? Why so quickly? Because I'm not waiting any longer. You see the glint of Karen's knife under her dress. Best to watch out for that knife. Group disperses. Tensions seem to be rising. You have 1 hour to kill. What do you want to do? Anatoly? Oh, she wants to save Anatoly. Anatoly looks pale. Thanks for coming over. Anatoly seems comforted by your presence. My relationship with him is stronger. Gregor told me he's heard Mariah. I'm sure Karen isn't being honest with me. Have you checked out the basement door closely? Every so often, I can see her peeking out at me through the holes. I really don't want to drown outside, but at least I won't have to have her tormenting me anymore. You know what's in the basement, don't you? Yes? Of course you do. How else would you keep us Anatoly looks like he's going to puke. Please get away from me. Oh. Anatoly leaves your vicinity. Looks like Anatoly will remember that. You call everyone together for a meeting. Why can't we send Karen out? I want to send Karen out. Aw, Anatoly, you okay, little guy? Anatoly looks pale, like he's going to pass out. Anatoly, have you made a decision? I have no idea. I just said yes. Yes. I'll help you all out. I promise. Thank you, Anatoly. Big tears roll down Gregor's cheeks. I'll miss you, big guy. I'll miss you, little guy. Thank you, Anatoly. I know this wasn't easy, but it's for the best. Aww. Karen, yes? Gregor looks at you expectantly. Do you want to say anything to Anatoly? You say nothing. Goodbye, Anatoly. Bye, everyone. Good luck, little guy. Is there any way to better figure out who's gonna be going the next time, or is it just like, is this what happens? Aww. Poor Gregor. See you soon, little guy. Guess all we can do now is wait. Good night. Karen goes to the bedroom to sleep. I didn't tell him the truth. Gregor's getting choked up. I didn't tell him. Missing him already. Aww. Gregor curls up on the couch for the night, turning his back to you. Shut your eyes, quickly falling asleep. She's like shoving me over. They do this all the time when they come on my streams. You hear a scraping from the floor. Found ya. Explain how this isn't a good time right now. This is no laughing matter. I'm worried about Gregor. He's as tall as a tree, but as dumb as a brick. What's the root of that?
Bread? Just eat bread.
Another cornbread classic. You're being very unpopular right now. That's a true reference, get it? Anyways, you need to protect Gregor from the red-haired woman. Cabbage called an emergency chompet meeting and told me to give you this mission. Watch out for that knife and protect Gregor at all costs. No laughing matter. Achievement unlocked. Understood? Yes. You nod. It's the yeast you can do, right?
Can we just eat bread?
You tell Bread that pun didn't make sense. On a roll today. I'll see you tomorrow. Bread hops away, squeezing himself through the mouse hole with a small pop. You fall asleep thinking about what Bread told you. You have a strange dream.
Oh, gee. How unexpected.
It's lying on the table in front of you. Take off the glasses first, partially cracked. Set them down next to the workbench. Working the saw, you wrap the cuts in an old newspaper. Some of it gets soggy immediately, so you begin drying the cuts with a towel before wrapping. Much better. You hear something approaching, so you clench a fist and get ready to strike whatever's coming for you. Oh, the exclamation point. It's head pat without a space. You wake in a cold sweat. What? You wake in a completely different place. Did you sleepwalk or... I found some meat. Everybody's still asleep. This would be a nice surprise after yesterday's events. You decide you cook breakfast for everyone. Cutting each slice fairly thin, you brown each side in the oven. The smell is unique. Karen runs into the kitchen. What is that smell? Give it to me! Now! You don't argue. Karen grabs a cutlet, burning her hands before bringing it to her mouth. Ack! She hungrily devours it, barely chewing. She grabs another cutlet off the plate and eats it. You thought she was concerned with rationing. Gregor wakes up from the couch and heads into the kitchen. Oh, God. Already. Gregor looks conflicted, but he succumbs to the hunger. They always do. Gregor eats his food in a few bites, carefully grabbing a second cutlet. The tears start streaming down his face, but he doesn't make a sound. You join them in the meal, quickly consuming the meat on the table. I can think straight again. We'll be out of here in no time. No need to ration anything now. Karen is sounding more determined than before. I'm gonna lie down on the couch, try to keep this food down. Gregor crawls onto the couch, turning his back to you. Aw. Karen leans in to whisper, I'm glad Mariah and Anatolia are gone. They were stopping us from bonding properly. How did you get so good at it? You tell Karen. After one bite, it just made me feel whole again. Even with the nightmares, it's worth it. Took a few nights, but I fought back. And now it's all I can think about. I read the book on necropsy. Text is ancient. The diagrams are beautifully drawn. Very descriptive. How many years did it take you to perfect the craft? You tell her. Yeah, right. I used to tell Mariah that you weren't funny, but that's not true. Sorry about that. You've grown on me. Karen pauses deep in thought. You know Gregor can't swim, right? He'd be the next to leave, but he doesn't stand a chance outside. They always seem to come back, right? In one way or another. Why wait for him to come back? Karen hands you a vial of liquid. Like you know what needs to be done. This is a strong anesthetic. Don't ask me how I found it. I want you to slip this into Gregor's mug tonight. This is for the best. He won't feel any pain until he wakes up. All you have to do is stand back and let me work on him. This request is beyond extreme. Will you do this for me? No. Fine. Achievement unlocked. The right decision. Save that for a rainy day. I have everything set up by the couch. You don't have to watch. The restraints should be easy to apply myself. Gregor's strength is a farce. Gregor, hi. Hey, Karen. What are you doing? Untie me! Oh my god! This will be over soon, Gregor. Oh no. Gregor has turned silent. You leave her alone. Going into the bedroom and crawling into the bed Anatoly slept in. You fall asleep almost instantly. Wake up, sleepyhead. You were having a nightmare. Thanks for letting me practice last night. I think I did a great job. Made us some breakfast this morning to celebrate. Breakfast? With what? That's a surprise. Gregor already finished his. Took a few hours, but he caved. Come on, let me show you. Get out of bed and head to the living room. Why? A little weak from the blood loss, but don't worry. Bandaged him up like a field medic. What is it, Gregor? Where are my... God, you're stupid. Maybe if you spend as much time reading books as chopping wood. Yes, Karen's a psycho. Who'da thunk it? You would have noticed the pages I was bookmarking in the necropsy book. What are you talking about? Do I have to spell it out for you? You can't swim. How are you supposed to help us out when you'd immediately drown? You'd sink like a log. What? I put some of your limbs away for safekeeping. That leg was pretty tasty, huh? Gregor goes pale. How's that for a big breakfast? Don't try to crawl away. If you leave this couch, I'll end you. I don't want any of it to go bad, so we'll have to eat that fresh arm when everything else is gone. Speaking of which, I'm going to start cooking another chunk. I'll leave you two alone to chat. This has gone too far. Hey, all I wanted to do was keep everyone alive and together. But I failed at that. Are you disappointed in me? No. Thank you. It means a lot to me. Growing up, nobody had to tell me to be big and strong. It just happened naturally. My mother always made sure I never went hungry. Seconds, thirds, fourths. Yet I complained my belly was not full. One day on my way home from school, I was walking by the town inn and smelled something amazing coming right out of a pile of trash. I dug through it and discovered a bag. They threw away a meal that was fresh out of the oven for some reason. At least that's what I thought. I became ill with food poisoning. I hugged the toilet and cried for hours. My mother rubbed my back and eventually carried me to bed. I learned nothing from that experience. Like everywhere else, I was just here for the food. I'll never get this foul taste out of my mouth. She's going to keep eating me. Sorry. Getting too lightheaded to hold a good conversation. She's going to torture me again. You know that, right? Gregor grows a little more pale. Can you cover me with a blanket? Never been this cold. This cabin, it chills me to the bones. Or what's left of them. Please, consider it my dying wish. Thank you. Much warmer now. Watch out for that knife, okay? Gregor begins to look at peace. And Gregor's air escape his lungs. What the heck do you think you're doing? Achievement unlocked. Goodbye, Gregor. You tell Karen that Gregor gave up. You could have kept him alive for another week. What's wrong with you? No matter. Plenty of food left now. Karen leaves you alone. You head to the kitchen to try to find the other remains. Gregor. You look at the pile of dishes and your mind starts to wander.
Hello.
Let's play hide and seek. There's 5 of us to find. Can you find all of us? The red-haired woman should know where the basement key is. I bet one of us is hiding down there. She's whittling something in the rocking chair right now. Watch out for that knife. Probably best to avoid the knife. Uh-oh. Wait. That's your knife? Why did you let her have it? You shrug. As the leader of the Chompettes, it's important you find all of us. So please don't forget any of us. Good luck. Cabbage rolls away and tries to hide. Why would Cabbage want to play hide and seek right now? Been neglecting the Chompettes lately. Can't hurt to play along with them, right? You go talk to Karen in the living room. Looks like Karen's just slicing away at a block of wood. Gregor's remains have been stored for safekeeping. Scrubbed all the blood out of the couch to save you the trouble. Can I help you? See the basement key? Wasn't it in the kitchen? Can't remember. I haven't seen the key. Maybe one of the Chompettes can help you find it in the kitchen. You decide to go look for it. Thankfully, there's not too many places for Cabbage to hide. Where do you want to check first? Cauldron. Did we both just say that at the same time? You hear some rustling around. Found her! She always picks the same hiding spot. Ah, you found me! Well done. As leader of the Chompettes, getting through mouse holes is a chore. Can't find any Chompettes to push me through. So I guess you'll have to help me out. Oh? No. Put it in the garbage. You're done with it. 4 Chompettes to go. What's next, Cabbage? Glad you asked. Keep it up, you'll be a member of the Chompettes in no time. You asked Cabbage about the basement key. Forget again? It's right in that nasty oven. Nothing but a big pile of ashes in the oven. Oh! I found the basement key.
Yeah.
There it is. That's to the room where we found Potato. Behind the cauldron for the other one. Basement entrance key. Okay, so I needed 2 of them. Let's go find Onion. He's hiding in the bedroom. She's making hide and seek far too easy. Chompettes! Find Onion. Cabbage rolls down the hallway. Can't hurt to find Onion, right? Explore the bedroom. Found him! Oh, I didn't even have to look. Don't be a crybaby, it's just me. Onion! Today?
Onion.
I'm sweet as a sugarcane. Honest! Wow, your breath stinks. Drenched head to toe in sweat, too. Could smell you coming a mile away. Gross. Are you scared of the red-haired woman or something? Tell Onion the truth. Wow! Sounds like I missed some messed up stuff. You get a pass. Sorry to hear about Mariah, Anatoly, and Gregor. But yikes, that's 3 people gone in less than a month. Not as bad as 5 people in one night, though, right? I would probably lose my lunch if I had to see that again. Anyways, didn't mean to be so rude. I got your back.
Hello.
Glad to have you join us, Onion. No problem. There's nothing else to do today. It's not true. I heard Bread making noise in the living room. You know how loud he can get.
Cabbage.
Bread? The one and only Chompettes? Let's move out. Sure. Your party is quickly expanding. 3 Chompettes left. You're getting a terrible headache. Your face is feeling numb. Your legs aren't moving. Oh well. Use some timed breathing exercises for a few minutes. That seemed to help. Suddenly feel a second wind coming on. Time to get that bread. You proudly strut up to the living room, happy to be alive. That's not ominous. Bread. You hear Bread come out of the mouse hole. He's taking his sweet time. Found me! Everyone's secretly favorite chompette, Bread. Don't you loaf me? My cousin Cornbread taught me that one. He has hundreds, no, thousands of terrible puns. I need to meet Cornbread. He can give me some really good ideas. He's my role model. So, what do you need? Tell Bread about gathering the chompettes together. That's a pretty crummy idea. Remember what happened last time with Potato? I mean, we all chose to be in that drawer, but this? You're going against the gold grain here. Do you really think we want to go back downstairs? Huh.
Cabbage.
Bread, we need your help finding Potato. You just leave Bread here.
Onion.
Missed you, big guy. Come help. I would never let the chompettes down. No need to pass my culinary quiz. I'm coming with you. Nice. That's great, Bread. Glad to have you on board, Bread. Of course. Wait. Are you drooling? All three chompettes are staring at you.
Boy.
Are you thinking of eating us? You accidentally licked your lips.
Cabbage.
Snap out of it. You already ate. We're no good for that. You glutton. Did they pass out? Holy cow, get him up. So heavy. You stumble to your feet. Let's go find Raspberry and never speak of this again. Think I heard her over by the basement door. Perfect. Chompettes? Read it.
Let me leave Bread here.
Mosey out. Off me, kid. I had to work for 8 hours. At least. You have 3 chompettes in your party. 2 more to go. Your head feels like it's going to crack open. Your hands have gone completely numb. This one is lasting longer than the others. Focus on wiggling your toes for a minute. You didn't pass out cold on the floor. 2 more to go. You go check out the basement door. Where is she? You feel a chill run up your spine. Goosebumps are all over your body. She's here. The birds outside turn silent. You can hear a pin drop. You can almost hear her breathing. You feel the sudden urge to scream. You can't sneak up on me. Don't ever try that again. Surprise! Found you, Raspberry. Oh, wow. It's very nice to see you, Cabbage. We wouldn't leave you behind, Raspberry.
Boy.
Honest. We need your help finding Potato.
My
Our combined chompette detective skills say he's in the basement. Oh, yeah? Let's find Potato and get out of here. Nope, Raspberry's coming. 1 more to go. Don't worry, the basement is already unlocked. Oh, crap. The red-haired woman is coming over here. Chompettes? Let's hide out. All 4 chompettes quickly escape. You pretend to be studying the basement door. You hear Karen creeping up behind you. Found you. You can see the knife out of the corner of Karen's dress. I don't know if I can wait any longer. Show me where you keep hiding the meat. Let's tear them apart, piece by piece, just like Gregor. Karen looks like she's ready to bury the knife into you. What do? Tell her about the basement. Chompettes are my friends. So that's why it's locked. Open it. I have to see the room. You unlocked the basement door. I heard that. Thank you. I'll bring up some cutlets. We'll have a great dinner. Okay? See you soon. Garen descends the staircase into darkness. You lock the basement door. Did you just lock the door? You block out the screams of rage and bargaining. Given enough time, they will end. Crawl into bed and go to sleep.